What is going on, everyone? What is happening? We got a special episode here for y'all today. It is your boy, Jayson Yessir, with the Spit It Out podcast, the podcast of what you've been thinking about, haven't actually been hearing. Unfortunately, we don't have Treese in the studio, as you can see if you're watching youtube.com/Jayson Yessir. She couldn't make it, unfortunately, but we do have someone else filling in her chair. We're gonna get right into it because that's what we do here. Danielle Reneé.
Danielle Reneé, whatever.
I wasn't sure. Okay, I should have asked you before we even started, but I wasn't sure what you wanted to go by. Yes, we have Miss Danielle Reneé. We're gonna need you to talk it to the mic.
Hello, can you hear me?
Because this is, an audio program.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
I hear you.
But we do have Danielle Reneé. Now, did a little bit of my research or so, and notice you have quite the title out there.
Do I?
Yes. Should we go through a couple of them?
Sure. Why not?
Okay. First off, we got actor, artistic manager, casting director, singer, teacher, writer, and I'm probably missing a couple others. Promo girl in there too as well. Something else. So this is actually
professional.
What was that?
Real estate professional.
Oh, see, I told you I was missing a couple there. So we're gonna get into a couple of things. As you hear, we got quite the list. She's quite the special guest. Quite the accolades, I would say, she has going for herself. But how are you doing? First off,
good, very good. Thank you for having me here.
I'm glad to have you here. It's been a minute. We've been trying for the longest to make it happen and schedule you in, but we're here today, so we finally got it down and in here. But everything else been great, good?
Yeah, things have been good. I just started a new job about a year ago. I've been working.
Oh, that is not new.
Well, I feel like this entire year has just flown by. It's weird to kind of take a step back and just like look at the whole year that's passed
And relax, yeah.
Definitely.
But hey, and how's that doing, the new job now?
It's awesome.
It's
I really
awesome.
like it. Yeah, learning every day.
Because you changed from one field to another.
Well, I was working. I guess I should talk about that.
Go ahead. Talk about whatever you want here. Spit it out, bitch. So you was working?
Yeah, so I come from an arts background, still working in the arts now, but ended up getting my real estate license about a year ago and started working in timeshare, which has been like a total change working in sales, but it's been a really great change, and I feel like it's going good. So
been working out and everything. That's great. That's great, because a lot of people, when they change from one field to another, a lot of people are still wondering if they should do it if they haven't done it already, because it can be such as a big step for them, and they're always scared or nervous what can happen. But
definitely.
I'm sure you felt that way too first starting off, right?
Definitely working all commission job and just not really
knowing what's gonna happen and everything. Yeah,
but I think that like my acting career has kind of prepared me for that, because it's kind of the same thing. You never really know what's around the corner. So, and you're always selling yourself as an actor. Trying to form into and just to be different characters and play different roles and stuff. So, and lots of auditioning and stuff. So you're always selling yourself. So being able to use that in a different aspect has been really cool.
That's great. If you could apply both, and like that, you said you learned some things from that, and now applying it to the real estate side of things as well.
Definitely.
So that's great. You do learn. So a lot of people wouldn't notice that as well, that you can pick up certain traits or characteristics from one job to another, and they might not have much similarities that you might think of off the bat, but after a while, you do apply things that you learn in skills from one to another, which is always good. And I think it's great too for someone to open up and try to get into different things and not focus on one thing, even if so, like, okay, acting thing and you want to be in the entertainment side of stuff, but get into different fields of the entertainment. Don't just stay in one part of it, because if that doesn't work out or something does go wrong, at least you're able to do something else. Also, I seen, like I said, a casting director casting. So if you no longer was looking to be more so in the acting, you could be behind the scenes. I mean, doing some of the other stuff, producing, directing, so that's always something too.
To look at it overall as a business, there's a lot of different parts of the acting business, the entertainment business, and I've been fortunate to be able to work in management, been able to work in casting, and I'm still working in acting and teaching as well is something that as a real love that I've developed over the time, and directing as well. So it's teaching acting.
Teaching acting, exactly. I
Yeah,
know. I just
taught
want
it,
for the other people to know.
Yeah.
Now you graduated from SUNY.
Oh, SUNY.
SUNY,
SUNY
right?
Purchase. Yes.
Okay,
What?
just
Yeah.
making sure. And what did you what was your degree in over there?
So I got my
Was it the
degree-
arts or?
Yeah, so
It
I
was.
studied arts there. I was in the conservatory over there, and after graduating, I actually ended up working in casting. So I was working at the McCarter Theater over in Princeton, New Jersey. Was doing some smaller projects in New York City, and then I guess this is an interesting story. Started working for Trump University.
Oh my goodness,
Oh
canceled.
my gosh. I know, right? Definitely.
But this was way back then, way before he was in the presidency, right?
Well,
I was trying to save you. Oh my goodness.
No. Well,
Oh,
I was
okay.
gonna say it was actually the day before Obama went into his first
Okay.
term. And it was very interesting to see the change of the other side of what's happening.
Girl, you just dug yourself into this
I
hole.
know,
You
I
ain't helping
did.
yourself.
Ooh, this is bad. Well, it's the truth.
Ooh.
But yeah, I ended up working there. Really interesting experience that kind of turned me off to the whole real estate thing in general. And then
What do you mean by that? Now we don't get political here or anything, but
Oh,
did you?
sorry.
No. I'm just saying.
Because you can't
But
help
did
it.
you see there at the Trump University? Did you see any things now that you're like, okay, yeah, this made sense all along,
from
or
the moment I got there, definitely.
okay,
Yeah.
definitely.
And I think being from Connecticut, even though I went to school in New York, I didn't think that like after moving to New York, I was gonna, experience so much like overt racism on day one, and it wasn't.
New York being so diverse, you're saying,
Yeah,
right?
I mean, I was working on Wall Street, so it's one
Oh.
of those things where, like, me not being from New York originally, like, I guess I just didn't know what
to
the
really
stereotype
think about it,
is
yeah.
and everything. So, but I was super excited. I had actually gone to real estate school back in the day, and I was
Okay, so something that you did in the past, and
Yes,
then you
it
went back
was.
to now.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah. So, but it was when the market was really down, and the place that I actually was going to start working for actually went out of business, and I ended up moving to New York, and it was I ended up doing some temp work and ended up at Trump University. And
Quite the story.
Yeah, man. It was supposed to be a one-day assignment.
Now, you mentioned it once. Now you mentioned it twice.
I know.
You keep dropping the name.
I'm
Damn.
just saying, like it was really crazy. So I was supposed to be there only for one day. I ended up being there for 6 months, and then when
Wait. You were supposed to be there only for one day,
yeah.
and then you're gonna be there for 6 months. Wow.
Yeah, they wanted to hire me
Okay.
full time, and then I was like, no,
Can't do it.
I can't do it.
6 months is too much.
Yeah, too much. So
Uh-uh.
but canceled. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways.
So I know also, and I looked up some Biden's work, and you did perform in Orlando Shakespeare Theater.
Yep.
Couple
I did,
things
like,
there I seen: To Kill a
8
Mockingbird,
shows.
right?
Mhm.
Christmas Carol,
Yeah.
Les Miserables.
Yeah.
You also did like James and the
Played
Giant's Peach, right?
I did.
You did. I remember seeing a
Yes.
photo of that one. That's why I was.
played
That
Miss
one wasn't listed.
Spider.
There you go. That one wasn't listed on there, but I remember seeing a picture. Also, Nicholas Nickleby. I'm not sure what is that.
Nicholas Nickleby. That actually is the longest play ever made. It's hours and hours long, and we did a condensed version of it. So it was really a great experience. Definitely tested stamina because you.
And now, how old, like long ago, was this? Most of these.
Nicholas Nickleby was back in like 2014.
No, that you did this back in 2014. That you were in these plays. Okay.
14, 15.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of a couple of these, but not all of them. That one I've never heard of. In The Merry Wives of Windsor.
Yes. That was
Okay.
really fun.
Did you play like main roles in those, or
I had a supporting role.
supporting roles?
Yeah,
Okay.
so-
Singing as well, because some of these, right? Les Mis,
Yeah.
that's about singing and
Les
stuff,
Mis,
right?
mhm.
Les
Yeah,
Mis.
So I was in the chorus, and I played one of the ladies, and yeah, it was fun. It was one of my first musicals that I've ever done. Even though I
Really?
sing and I love singing, I haven't done mostly straight plays. So
That's awesome,
and
though.
shows, so yeah. it was
Now,
fun.
you were obviously always big into the arts and everything in school too. Before high school, I mean after high school and that, but middle school and that, was you also like in drama kid and?
Yeah, actually, my grandmother was a teacher, and we always had like tons and tons of books growing up around the house. And a lot of them were books that I didn't really necessarily see in school. They were like African American folklore and African like storytelling. And I really, really just dove into those books. And I remember taking a public speaking class, and I needed to memorize a story. And it was a story, I think it had to be like 5 to 7 minutes long of me just like speaking. And so I really went to those books, and that's kind of how I cultivated a love for story and just performing and practicing and rehearsing. Yeah. And that really.
So you would say that because of your grandmother that opened you up to that stuff?
Definitely.
Oh, okay,
and
that's
then
great.
There was a lot
yeah.
of movies that we watched growing up as well. So she was definitely. We would always go to when we had like video stores and all that.
Back then, like Black
right?
Buster or whatever. You're renting off of someplace. Right? Yeah, a VHS tape or something.
We used to do that. It's crazy.
You had to go out actually
so
now you just download it in a couple of seconds.
I know, right? And it's free.
And it's.
Well,
I was gonna say, not all the time. That's awesome. Okay, so she mostly opened you up though to a lot of the stuff though, and that's what really got you inspired to become like, actor.
And I always loved singing. That was like
singing as well. Yeah, so you always enjoy that. If you had to pick more so acting and singing, what would you?
Oh my gosh, this is a hard question. I love.
Is it really?
Yeah. I love acting, but I love singing. But part of me is like, I don't know, not as confident.
But see, the good thing about that though, actually, is there's a place for that where you can do both. It's not something where you're like, oh, I love this, I love that, and it's hard to merge together. Acting and singing like goes perfectly well together. So there's so many opportunities where you can still act and sing together, doing it at the same time. So that's the great thing about it, that it's not hard to combine the two. But you said singing you would prefer a little more?
Such a hard question.
Oh, it's too hard for you then? Oh.
I love.
You don't have to choose if you don't want.
I don't want to.
You don't want to? Okay. You don't have to choose. We won't make you choose. No, but that's awesome. Now, casting and directing. What were you casting and directing for and stuff?
So I worked at the McCarter Theater. I worked on Stick Fly. It was a play that was produced by Alicia Keys. And
oh, really?
We worked on it.
She was there?
No, actually, no. It was produced by her. It was before it went to
in Swiss
Broadway.
Beats.
No, that was before Swiss Beats.
Maybe he was producing the beats or something. Oh, okay.
So we did like a workshop of it. I shouldn't say workshop. It was a full-blown production of it, but I did that. And then in management, one of the first places that I worked for while I was in college was Cincion Associates, which is Holly Berry and Mario Van Peebles.
Dropping names. Keep on dropping them. Alicia
saying.
Keys, Holly Berry. Go ahead.
Taraji P. Henson.
All right. Keep dropping them.
I actually met Vincent. I went to this thing. Some people, my New York people, might know about the Learning Annex. But I went to a Learning Annex meeting, and I ended up.
What's that there? What, you don't want to share, or is it exclusive?
I guess so. It's like a network of classes that you can take.
Okay.
Like conferences and stuff. I guess you could go to.
Okay.
Maybe I should have looked that up myself.
She's not even too sure about it.
But yeah, I took this class, and I ended up meeting him, and I ended up doing an internship, and it was just really interesting to see the other side of. That was my first experience being on the other side, and auditioning actors, and just really seeing what it takes to manage an artist and help them select their roles, and really build what their image, what they want their image to be in the future.
Like branding themselves. Nowadays, that's what everyone knows it about. Is what's your brand and how you to brand yourself. Yes. New terminology.
Yes, I know. Just drop it out.
Get with the program. No, but that's like to even have that back then to know. But now it's all showcased obviously on social media and such. Are you doing the big social media thing and all that?
I dabble
here and there.
Yeah, I haven't in a little while. I'm so bad. I'm so bad at social media. So. But I'll get better.
Have you used social media in any way to like do anything as to singing or acting or getting into anything else?
Definitely. Yeah, like I have an Instagram, I have a Facebook. I do have a show that I'm working on right now. We're actually getting ready to go into season 2, and that's definitely been something that I've used in the past to market the show. So definitely
So it is a part
basically.
of your life here and
I
there.
probably use Instagram more than I use like Facebook or Twitter or any of the other ones, but you know, I like pictures. You know, sometimes I don't want to read what people.
Do you want people to follow you?
Sure.
Okay, well, we'll leave it at the end of the show.
Yeah.
They'll have to follow you then.
Yep.
Speaking though of your acting and what we got about 5 more minutes until we go to commercial. So speaking of your acting and everything else, your singing, of course. Now, go ahead, let it know. Now, for people that don't know, you have sang to the construction workers, little opera here and there. Don't even act like you're crazy. She's been over here before when they were renovating.
Funny about this moment. When you introduced me, it was almost as if we had never really met. Each other.
I know, and I know you, but
I know, like since you were like 7,
forever, yeah. But I did introduce you like that because, which I don't care. Like we're still having a normal conversation, but I want you to also wanted you to more so like open up and tell yourself, and not like I know a lot of this stuff already about you, so I'm trying to ask it in a way too, so then people can hear it and know. But yeah, no, I've known her for, like you said, just about all my life. So
the construction workers know who I am.
The construction girl. So they were just behind the scenes real quick. They was renovating at my place, and she spent the night and woke up to her singing opera to the construction workers, and they was quite over the surprise. But speaking of your singing, now you do have a single, a smash hit out.
Do I?
Yes, you do.
Oh my gosh.
You Got Me Dreaming.
Oh my gosh.
So if you guys haven't heard this, go ahead and YouTube it. Yes. You Got Me Dreaming. Danielle, you will. It goes a little something like, you got me dreaming over and over again.
Why don't you just play it?
I didn't know if I had the rights to it.
Oh,
well, I have to find it. We'll play it at some point in the show, okay? I wasn't sure. I was like, damn, I don't want to be copyrighted or anything like that. No, but seriously, any other music coming out would you like to get back into? Because that was like the only single you got out there, huh?
No, I mean, I've recorded other songs before, but that's
just
the only
not
one
like
that's on,
published out.
Yeah, Apple, iTunes, and stuff.
So what is it? Are you also songwriting?
Yes, I didn't write that song though. I was actually working with a songwriter who he had a couple different songs that we recorded. I think we recorded like 3 songs together. So at the time I was living in Florida, and I would fly up to New York and record with him. And yeah, it was cool. I actually worked with a producer that used to work with the Fugees and stuff.
Name dropping again.
I'm just saying. I'm sorry. Well,
that's awesome. So you did say that one you didn't particularly write or anything yourself, but you have written songs in the past. What more so draws inspiration or that from you? Songwriting is hard.
Songwriting is
unless you know how to do it, I guess. But I've tried to write songs before and I can't.
I think, you have to understand the meaning of music. And I got a little deep on you. Sorry. But
so I don't understand music?
No.
Well, excuse me. Just call me out.
No, the reason why you create a song, right? And it's just like dancing, like on the football field, right?
Okay.
It's because they're so excited that words can't express how excited they are. You know what I mean? So they have that feeling, that emotion translates into something bigger, which is dancing and celebrating on the touchdown, right? And so a song has to be an expression of something bigger. So it's not just like, hey, how are you doing today?
I get it. I've got a couple of songs. Have you ever heard any of my songs?
Yeah.
I could dig them up. You have? What have you heard of my music now? Do you know any of my classics, my singles?
Well, you played them for me before.
Did I?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So, so you're not in for a surprise. We'll save it because I'm not sure I want to share that out there. This was back in my MySpace days, and I'm not going to bring those back up. Yeah. No, so draws inspiration. So, but where do you mostly? What would something?
Just from, life experience.
That's what a lot of people say. Yeah.
Something that's worth telling, a story that's worth telling, I guess.
So personal experiences or other people's experiences?
I think it's kind of a conglomerate, like a mixture of it all.
Yeah.
Because I talk, like, especially working in the field, you hear a lot of stories about people and like relationships and, just friends that you have that are going through things, good and bad. And then I have my own life story, and that kind of filters in, especially when you're talking about like love and relationships and stuff. So I think it's just
mix the two together and get a little bit
like,
here and there.
With a really great producer, a really great someone who really knows music and how, it's like merging the song and the music together and the voice together. So it's really beautiful when it's done right.
When it's done right.
Right. Yeah. Not to say that I do it right, but I'm just saying, like, there's some really great music out there.
There is.
Yeah.
Definitely is. Well, you heard it here first. We're going to commercial. We'll be right back. Of course, first 20 minutes of every episode, youtube.com/Jayson Yessir. The rest is recorded audio only, so don't go nowhere.